Hello, Shape. I hope. Oh wait, stuff on Instagram. Hello, Shape. Over fantastic. That's for the stream. I want to share with you Out of Madness. And what kind of madness I'm talking about? I mean, you will see in this video. Now, recently here in Germany, we have new laws according to the C virus. I don't want to go more in detail what it is, However, I want to go detail what the laws are. First law is that, well, it is already running and it's already in execution. If you don't have a test, you don't belong to public transport. You can't ride it. And maybe a little bit different than USA. You have to take the test every damn day. If you don't take the test and ride a public transport, well, you will be fined for $200, like 180 euros. It's like $200. Let's imagine it. No matter if you have your own ticket there or not, you will be freaking fined. And some people already attack the conductors. Truly, just say. They didn't just say it, but they just really physically attacked them, just knocked them down, basically, just beat them up. Because they didn't know that such a law exists, and then it started off like the next day, boom, just skip off all the law and then started. But in my case, I knew actually that it will start. I knew that this law will somewhere come, because you after the normal shoot, you have also do the booster shoots, right? And those kind of booster shoots, I mean, globally it's more like every 1 year you have to do. Every year you have to do once. And Germany also, it was first 1 year, and then they have like, okay, and 1-2 months they started off, okay, let's do it in 8 months. And then again, 1-2 months passed, let's do it in 6 months. And now we have already 4 months. Every 4 months you have to do a booster shoot. It's essential in Germany. It's compulsory to do it if you want to work, basically. If you want to work in office, if you want to participate, it's a public attractions that Germany has, and there's so many. It's not that many, basically. But if you want to participate in public life, you have to do it. Now, same goes for. They are also forced some doctors, some dentists and stuff like that to not let in people without a test. Boom. Now, another thing is also that they did is also just recently, yesterday, come new law out that, hey, why don't we shoot everyone? And literally everyone. It doesn't matter what's your gender or what your age is. And literally not what your gender and what your age. Because they want to women who are pregnant, they want to give them a freaking shot. Pregnant women. I'm talking here real shit, really. Guys, pregnant people have to take a shot. Pregnant people have to take a jab. Pregnant people, again. But not just pregnant people. Newborn babies have to do it as well. Newborn babies have to take the shot as well. So they want to do that to everyone. Everyone should do it. Now, I knew actually that it happened, and many people, especially lawyers, you can find them on TikTok and other platforms, in the internet, German lawyers or the other lawyers, and also politicians, German politicians. What was really kind of impressive for myself, the first time in the whole history, the left wing and the right wing come together and say, we are against this bullshit. Can you imagine it? Normally the left wing and the right wing, they're totally saying the opposite. They are mostly against each other. But in this case, the common sense is working for them, And the common sense in their own mind is not that consciousness that is anticipated by the government, but what is their own consciousness is. In their own consciousness, they said, no man, it's bullshit what they're doing. Let's end up this madness. And they're against it. They're truly against it. Now, in my case, because I'm unemployed, some people might know it, it's a good information for me, personally, because I don't have to go anywhere. It's great. I can just, ride my skateboard once in a week or twice in a week and everything is fine. And then do just my work on, focus more on social media, right? I mean, I don't get any money from it right now, but I'm working towards it. I mean, it's taking more, it's not that rapid that many people say, hey, if you don't have to do 1 week. No, I do it really slowly. I have my really long plan and I will get there eventually. However, it takes time, right? And this time I need, and now I have this time. And for myself, it's an amazing thing. Because normally, if you're an employee in Germany, you get some money from the state. And when you get some money from the state, you have to attend from this institution that gives you money. You have to attend those kind of meetings every single month and declare why you're still unemployed. And it goes really on the nerves. You feel like really exhausted. You feel like really bad afterwards. You feel like you're the worst human being on this planet Earth after this kind of conversation every single time. And it takes, for myself, up to 1 day to recover after this one thing. So the whole day is lost. And for myself, it's just a waste of time every single time when I'm talking just to those people. Because it is nonsense in my case. But especially when it comes to Germany, it used to be different. Let me tell you the story. It's not because I'm freaking lazy. No. Let me tell you that it used to be different in Germany. Especially when my aunt came here to Germany in 1998. It was like you had the same thing, the same organization. I mean, like I believe 2000 something, they have really split. So they do not do it anymore, but back in the days it used to be one big organization. And when you came as a refugee to Germany, you have to learn, of course, German, attend German courses, and after those they will ask you what kind of job you want to attend, and they will actually give you this job without any applications, without any job interviews, without this whole bureaucracy that nobody needs, according to the wish list of the participant. And most likely those people get these jobs. So the unemployment ratio was far lower than now in Germany. Far lower. Because this organization really looked that those people who are attending those jobs are really happy at these places. If not, they can switch it. They can go back to the organization. This organization will find them a better job. And this is how it worked back in the days. But nowadays, as you know, when I came back from Japan, I felt myself like a football, not a football, like a soccer ball, like I was like really kicked from one enterprise to another, from big enterprise to small enterprise to middle enterprise, and because I came back from Japan, a dropout from university, had to drop out from university because of financial issues, and also get back to Germany. And from them they said, hey man, you have bad here, bad there, and some people said, okay, some people said like, hey, you have to go to the big one, then you can maybe talk your Japanese, because I have N1, and on the other side they flip you back and say, no, you are too low, we don't need Japanese, so either go to the small ones. And I was kicked several thousand times. I lost actually the count. So I just say, fuck it. I don't need it. I don't need it. If people don't need me, I don't need them. So I just do my thing, and I started off doing social media and stuff like that, and still was kicked here and there. However, now I don't need to don't go to those wasteful meetings that are just not. They're really not fruitful for myself. They're not fruitful at all. Therefore, I don't want to go there. I never wanted to go there actually, and I can just do my thing. And this is why I feel it's really good, because now I can say, hey, I cannot go by bus because I don't have any injections. I don't have any jabs, and neither I got any tests, and I don't want to do it because you know what? Because do you know because why actually the whole politicians and the whole and many lawyers are against this kind of movement? Because it is freaking against the German constitution. And the first paragraph in the German constitution, which says that nobody can touch your own value as a human being. If you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do it. Full stop. That's what's written in the institution. I don't tell you the exact words, but it's like roughly estimated. It's what's written there as the first paragraph, that nobody can touch your own value as a human being. Nobody. Nor the law. Nobody. I mean, of course, if you do like against law things, but the thing is, this is the first thing, and our own government is currently working against our own institution. And why also many historians are watching the parallel is having really feeling bad about this whole situation, is because they see the parallels between back then in the Third Reich, when Hitler came to as government there, because you also, when you come there, you say, oh man, it is emergency situation, and it was back then written that in emergency situation you can just put up your own laws regardless of all the institution. Basically, this is what Hitler does. Well, that's what Hitler did. So he could actually handle out all the institution, just change the whole institution, how it used to be. But this is how he actually get his own strength, and why he became so big and so massive here in Germany, and why he actually started off the World War II. And people see parallels with this kind of time right now. Back then it was the Jews, and nowadays the people who are not having the jab, like myself, like my family, right? I don't care that I don't have to jab actually. As far as I can still go to supermarkets, or I have people who can go supermarkets for all sales. No worries, we can do it. It's no problem. We can still do it. And this is how we survive basically, this kind of situation. Now, what I'm actually telling you, the whole thing, well, many people are asking that, or they are kind of question themselves, what is the biggest issue in this kind of worldwide disaster that is going on right now? Well, so many people says like, hey, it's the politicians that are doing it. This is a virus who are forcing politicians to do the thing. Let me say it's neither of those. Let me tell you that in every point of history, wars has been started by leaders in the first place, of course. But the thing is, wars weren't started if executors have not been executing how they're doing. Now, when I'm talking about executors, people who are like the execution role, right? Executor of a company, maybe, or executor of, it may be just a police officer is also an executor because he has a law behind him. It can be a lawyer, it can be, people who handle taxes, the tax office basically, you name it, right? And the whole thing, it can be also a doctor, by the way. And those kind of executors, because they are acting, because they are, most people are slaves. Let me tell you just really open. Most people are slaves to three things that the government has created. The world government. The first one is time. Nobody has time. Especially go to Asian countries. Go to New York City. Nobody has time there. Time is the most valuable thing for them. Everyone, and they have created the scarcity of time. Time. It's the first thing, guys. Secondly, of course, money. Most people are trading their time for money. This is why they become not rich. They're still standing where they are because they're trading their time for money. And on the third thing is, guys, I'm telling you, Euroshaper. I'm telling you, Euroshaper, not everyone but you. Just you. You alone, okay? The third one that you want to know that we are controlled by is fear. Fear. Yes, fear. We have no time, we have no money. Fear. When fear is created, people are like robots. You can't just control them everywhere. Fear is one of those most powerful instruments that are using on a daily basis. For example, when you feel like you have to obey laws that are against human beings, well, when you're doing it, most likely you're not doing it of love, you're doing it of fear, because someone who is big one, who has authority, he or she will prosecute. And you don't want to have it, so you obey them, even you hate them. Now, how we can stop this kind of thing? As you know, the biggest problem are the executors, people who are really executing, who are doing it no matter what. They don't asking laws. In fact, they don't asking laws, especially police officers, because they have this oath that they will obey the law no matter what. In fact, every executor have it. Same goes for doctors. They also have, we will obey the law no matter what. None of the people will obey the law no matter what. The thing is, the law. But what is all about all law is the institution of the country, right? But right now what's going on, it's actually against the institution. And if you see that what's going on right now is against the execution in your special country, and you know someone who is an executor, show them the paragraph. Maybe you can show this video, but what you can also do is just show them the paragraph. Just read the paragraph from the institution. In Germany, it's the first one. Just show them right into the face. Hey, do you know that you're working against the institution of my country? Dude, I don't care what kind of what kind of prosecution you want to do to me. But let me tell you that right now, with your things that you don't let me in the public transportation, that you don't let me in to the cinema or something like that, you, my friend, are working against the German institution. You are working against the institution of my country. Right now. You who don't let it pay people. You who are not considering the institution but just obeying the laws, who are just making like pretzels. In fact, right now in Germany, you can wake up with one law, you can go to bed with one law, wake up with another. This is how your laws are making here in Germany, right now. In Germany, it's not a small country. We have 90 million, like 83 million of inhabitants. I mean, it's not that big like the US or other countries. However, On Germany, you can see when even politicians who are at the extreme left, extreme right, are working together, they cannot fight those people in the middle because there are too many of them. And the only way to kind of withdraw this authority, to kind of get rid of this authority, who are just making one law after another, one prosecution after another, well, is when you have those people who do prosecution, who do execute, and you just go see your own institution of your own country. They're also kind of institutions like the world institution, and shown right into the face. Especially when it's your friend. And when you can convince them, when you can, basically, we have to persuade them. We have to persuade those people. We have to persuade them. If we can persuade one to group up with his colleagues and just say no doing it, no freaking politician can do anything. And it is not about what we should do, what we have to do. We have to make everyone say no to those things. Showing that they're working against the institution. I'm against any violence, guys. It's just showing the facts. You just show the fact, what you do right now, you're against the institution. You know it? No. Now you know it. What you do next? I don't know. Do you have someone else who's doing it, maybe not know it? Of your colleagues? Yes, I do. Can you ask him to do the same? Yeah, may try. And then it goes on. It goes on. And maybe someone knows someone who's working for the military. And the military all says no. Imagine when the whole US military, the whole US police, and all doctors, all bosses and companies say no. We don't do it. We do not obey these laws who are against our own constitution. What will happen? The whole government who is behind this one thing will just collapse. They are powerless. Every government in this world has no power if you cannot control anything. The freaking Bundestag here in Germany, the freaking parliament, will be just a house where a bunch of old farts are sitting there and just talking. Nothing else. Because nobody is regarding what they're telling. This is how you can get rid of this kind of situation. Without any war, without any violence, but just showing those people the facts. Those who are executing, they are working against the Constitution. Pretty easy, right? Now it's up to you. If you know someone, or you know someone who might know someone who is in this kind of position of an executor, go, and you can show this video, of course, especially like the last 5-10 minutes, or you can just look up in your own institution of your own country if there's such a law there, institution law. Because I don't know, maybe you might have it, but in my case we have such a law. And just go to those people who are authorities, who are actually obeying other authorities, and show those lower authorities like the policemen, the people who work for an army, that you guys are against the institution. I know there's such a law there, but are you even aware that you're working against the institution right now? You are sworn loyalty towards the institution, but right now you're doing the opposite. And see how they react. Don't do it aggressively. Just do it. I want to inform you. I just want to inform you. What are you doing right now? Or I want to just inform you about the law of a country's institution. And then you tell the paragraph. And then she will understand what they're doing. Because most of them are just marionettes. They're just puppets who are just doing the thing which is a puppet master is telling them. But we are bigger than them. We are bigger than the whole puppet master concert. And we can withstand them without any war. Just by telling no. This institution, we want to do this. We don't want to do what you're telling us. Okay? Awesome. Rishiba, I hope you got some value from it. If so, smash a like, share with your friends, comment below, so I know what's another thing I picked up so far in the end. Just a shout out to Tommy Hosei Shagor and Takinano-san and Ashok Sit Heinz. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day as always. Do not like to subscribe now. See you not tomorrow, maybe on Monday, because tomorrow I have another seminar.